Now, golf can be a rather complex sport. However, it's a very fun sport, and it's a sport that I think a lot more people should play and give a chance. Now, in order to actually have fun with it, I'm going to demonstrate some steps on how to properly hit a golf ball. We're going to be going over the steps, everything from making sure you have a good lie, checking your alignment, uh, taking practice swings, scoring up to the ball, and finally we're going to go over how to properly hit the ball. Now, for starters, like I said, you're going to want to make sure you have a good lie. And while I can't really give the best demonstration of a good lie due to the fact that I'm hitting off AstroTurf, typically you're going to want to make sure that your ball was in, some short grass, or for maybe it's in some taller stuff. Make sure it's not buried down in there, or not pushed up against any tree roots or stumps or bushes, anything of the matter that could interrupt your swing. Maybe try and get some of that out of the way, give yourself a bit of an easier time when it actually comes to hitting the ball. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do after you give yourself a good lie is you're going to want to check your alignment. And the easiest way I have found to check your alignment is when you're squared up to the ball, you take your club and you hold it up against your waist like this. And typically, wherever this club is pointing, that is the direction your ball is going to go. So it's always good if you ever just want to check your alignment, just toss the club against your waist and it'll point towards where you're aimed at. Now, after you check your alignment and do all that, you're going to want to take some practice swings to get familiar with just swinging the club in whatever area you're in. Because, you might not always be on flat terrain like I am currently. You could be, you could have an uphill lie, a downhill lie, a anything like that. And what you're going to do to account for that is just take some swings and just get familiar with what path the club's going to have to be on. Like, for example, I'm currently on a fairly flat terrain, so I'm just going to have to take a nice, smooth, regular swing like that. Nothing too out of the ordinary, nothing too complicated. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to show you how to score up to the ball. Now, scoring up to the ball can be a little bit challenging because depending on the loft of the club, the ball can either be in the front of your stance or the back of your stance. Now, I currently have the lowest lofted club in my bag, which is a 56-degree sand wedge. Now, typically when hitting this club, you're going to want to have it all the way on the back right here. And the highest and the lowest lofted club in my bag is a 9-degree driver. Driver to hit that, I'd have it right here, right off the front foot. Now, this is important because clubs with a higher loft, they get the ball higher up in the air. And to account for that, you put that in the back of the stance. So that way you don't hit the ball too high up. And same goes for the lower lofted clubs. They do not get the ball in the air as easy as the higher lofted clubs. So you put that ball in the front of your stance in order to compensate for that. Now, finally, the most important part is the swing itself. Now, the best way I can describe swinging a club to someone is picture it like you're on a roller coaster. Because you see, once you square up to the ball, you want to have a nice, slow backswing. Like it's a roller coaster at the very beginning. You're going up that big hill, nice and slow, put a brief pause at the top, and then you fire through. But you want to make sure you never hit the ball too hard or swing too fast because swinging too fast can result in a wide variety of errors. It can cause you to close your club like this, which will send the ball shooting out to the left. You could leave your club face open like this, which will shoot the ball out to the right. You could just completely take your eye off the ball. There's a whole wide variety of errors that could occur if you come down too hard too fast. So you want to make sure to find a nice speed that's comfortable for you and something that is easy for you to do. So something maybe like this. Now that right there may not have been the best swing on my behalf. That is something to what you want to try and get at. Now, an important thing to remember is that whenever you are squaring up to a golf ball or trying to hit a golf ball, you always want to make sure to check your lie, check your alignment, get familiar by taking practice swings, square up to the ball, and finally hit it. And I know golf isn't the most popular or most common sport, but I figured this would be a good way to get more people involved and interested in playing it by demonstrating to them some of the beginning steps in how to play.